So I very quickly want to explain how a personal trainer can start getting amazing results, which lead to amazing testimonials, which will lead to being paid more by clients because they believe you're going to get them result, which leads to a wait list of clients as well. Now, that's what I've done by being a weight loss coach. Now, I did my personal trainer qualification back in 2019, 2020 with Origin, right? As a weight loss coach, it's somewhat useless. There's not a lot in there. And if you want to start really differentiating yourself and start making decent money as a personal trainer, then what you need to do is start getting results. And most personal trainers cannot get decent results with their weight loss clients. So I'm not talking about building muscle per se or getting fitter. That's great. It's still hard to differentiate, right? But if you are one of these personal trainers who really likes to help people lose weight, then I can help you start transforming your results that you get for your clients, which will transform your business because you'll have testimonials. And honestly, people pay me thousands of pounds to help them lose weight. And I don't really do any like exercise plans or anything like that, not even really nutrition plans. So, as you know, your client needs to have somewhat of an understanding of calories in, calories out to help them lose weight. And whether they have an understanding or not, they have to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. And if they've got a lot of weight to lose, they need to be in a calorie deficit for a long time. So I've got a client at the moment who's been in a calorie deficit basically for 20 months. Another one who's been in a calorie deficit for 8, 9, 10, 11, basically 11 months with a little blip over Christmas. And that's just unheard of for personal trainers to be able to get that sort of consistency. Now, why is that? It's because of, in the calories in versus calories out equation, people who struggle with their weight long term have an issue on the calories inside. So they find it really hard to stick to their target. And because they can't exercise so much that their calories in target is really high, that's a problem. So we need to make it easy for them to stick to their calories in target. Their calories in, half of the equation, right? So, because I'm an ex-alcoholic, I've been sober now 5 years and May, June, nearly 3 months. 5 years and 3 months. I used to drink 130 plus units of alcohol every week. More than that, more like 165 units. I lost 60 pounds in weight in 2015 to 2017 and I've kept it off since. Quit smoking, quit gambling. So I know a lot about changing addictive behaviours, right? And junk food, sugar, etc. They are addictive behaviours for your clients. And the things that are coming into play there are dopamine and blood sugar. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about those now, but in my craving control system, what we do is we teach our clients how to stay on top of their dopamine, have more control over dopamine, not allow crashes where we need dopamine to feel better, to pick our state up, not allow them to come as often because their body knows when they're feeling crap. It's gone from, for a lot of us, we get serotonin, we get endorphins from our training and what have you. They're not getting that constantly. So what happens is they go into a low state and their body goes, okay, serotonin and endorphins aren't coming. Send for dopamine. So their body is sent to go and get dopamine. It's internal. It's not a conscious thing. And you can't override these systems easily. You can't just say, oh, I'm not going to have it. It's not in my calorie target. Yeah, you can do that for maybe a week, 2 weeks, but they're really going to struggle with that because that's the thing their body has learned to do is to get food for dopamine, get sugar for dopamine, basically. All those foods that are a perfect mix of sugar and fat, like cookies, are just perfect for me, that is. Then the other thing's the blood sugar. It's like learning how to help your client control their sugar spikes which then go down into crashes. So this is exactly the same as what happens with nicotine, right? With smokers, is they smoke the nicotine and nicotine goes up in the blood, but then our system tries to clear the nicotine out and it overcompensates. So it clears out a bit too much and we go into a little crash state. So say we've got homeostasis here, nicotine in, body clears it out and it just goes underneath there for a little while. And when it's underneath, we're feeling a bit crappy. The body's like going, what's going on? We've gone low. We've gone into a low state and it sends for nicotine. Exactly the same with sugar. We get sugar in the bloodstream. It goes in really quickly, especially if we're eating chocolate and stuff like that. Blood sugar goes up. Body does very clever things to get rid of the sugar in the blood because it's dangerous when it's in the blood. It's trying to park it as glycogen in the muscles, etc., etc. And we go into a little bit of a crash state. Then the body's like, oh crap, something's wrong, something's not right, we're feeling low. And it knows, for these people, for me, it knows that the way to get that back is with sugar. So it sends the signal, get some more sugar to level up. And of course, once you have one bit of sugar, you don't just have one, because there's the things going on with dopamine and that way it goes more, we need more. While we can get it, we need more. It thinks there's going to be lack because that's how we've evolved, is with lack. And it sends for more, and then it's absolutely impossible to stick to a calorie in target when you've got those sorts of things going on. So the only options are you either burn so many calories that you can eat that stuff all day, or you use the craving control system and you help people to take control of their dopamine, take control of their sugar spikes and crashes. And I'm not saying you have to take it out altogether for them, because that will scare your clients to death and they won't want to sign up with you. We teach them how to control the spikes of sugar and time them and stuff like that, so that they're not so big, so they don't bring on the crashes, and then they'll find it much easier to stick to their calorie and target. The benefit for you is that you start to get amazing results, and they know this, they know how to lose weight long term, instead of doing the like the 12-week challenges, and they last about 9 weeks in a 12-week challenge. Their willpower is done for because they're just restricting. They're not learning how to cope with the dopamine and the blood sugar crashes and spikes. You'll start to get results with your clients. They'll start to want to share it with everyone else. They'll start to say you're the person to help them. You will have a wait list of clients looking to pay you thousands of pounds instead of like £20 an hour or whatever you're getting now. They'll pay you thousands of pounds to get their dream result, because they'll start to believe that you're the person to get it for them. This is how you get results in your business. You get results for your clients. People start to know you, people start to like you, and people start to trust that you're the person to get them their dream result, and you're showing them a different way of doing it, because they know the old ways don't work. They've done them hundreds of times, and now things are going to change. That's how you do it. Any questions, let me know. I'll catch you in the next video.